Hello Americans channel. This video is made by free videos from Storyblocks, and these images and video we use just for explanation, and it's free use also.
Little girl hears strange sound in the wall. She pointed her finger to her dad. Then they learns why. It started as a peaceful afternoon in the garden, the kind of day where everything felt still and ordinary. The sun was warm, the air was calm, and a father was enjoying quiet time while his young daughter played nearby. Nothing about the moment suggested that something unusual was about to unfold. The little girl had been wandering near the edge of the garden, where an old wall stood covered in patches of ivy. She suddenly stopped. Her body froze in place, and her expression changed. At first, it seemed like she had simply lost interest in her game, but then she tilted her head, listening closely. That's when she heard it again, a faint, persistent sound coming from inside the wall. It wasn't loud, but it was enough to make her curious and slightly uneasy. It sounded like a soft buzzing, almost like something alive was hidden just beneath the surface. Without saying a word, she slowly raised her hand and pointed toward the wall. Her eyes locked onto her father, silently urging him to come closer. There was something in her expression that made him take it seriously. This wasn't just imagination. She truly believed something was there. The father walked over, unsure of what to expect. At first he smiled, thinking it might just be a small insect or the wind moving through cracks in the structure. But as he leaned in, he heard it too, a steady, unmistakable buzzing sound echoing from within the wall. His curiosity quickly turned into concern. The sound wasn't random, it was constant, organized, almost rhythmic. He gently tapped on the wall, and the buzzing seemed to react, growing slightly louder for a brief moment. That's when he realized this might be something much bigger than they thought. Wanting to understand what was inside, he carefully examined the area. There were tiny gaps between the stones, barely noticeable unless you looked closely. And then he saw it, a small movement near one of the cracks. Something was going in and out. Within seconds, the truth became clear. Bees. Dozens of them. Maybe even hundreds. They had built a hidden hive inside the wall, completely out of sight. The buzzing wasn't random at all. It was the sound of an entire colony living just inches away. The father's face turned serious as he slowly stepped back, gently guiding his daughter away from the wall. What seemed like a harmless curiosity had turned into a potentially dangerous situation. A full bee colony inside a garden wall was not something to take lightly. Later, professionals were called to safely handle the situation, and they confirmed what the father had suspected. A large beehive had formed inside the structure over time. What amazed him most wasn't just the discovery, but the fact that it was his little girl who noticed it first. That quiet moment in the garden became something they would never forget, all because she listened and pointed.